Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Al with Dragonfly Crystals, and we're here for another Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. Yay, with all of my sisters.
Another riveting hour.
Yeah. Marina of Heart Center Tarot. Allie of Heart and Soul Connected. Sharon of Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot. And Shari, Voices from the Swamp. Ladies, thank you for joining us. And everyone in the chat, thank you. Whether you're here now or watching us on the replay, we appreciate you in our audience. And also, I want to say we have a member of the sisters who is leaving us and, going on her beautiful journey. And we want to wish her well. Alyson has decided that she needs more downtime, and gosh knows she used to have to run to get to several of these shows at night. Mm-hmm. It's 7 at night her time. And it's so exhausting. And, having a late shift and have to run, it just wasn't working out really well for her and her energy level. But I know she'll come up with some really great things. And we all read with her on different channels, and we'll keep doing that.
Oh, absolutely.
She will always be our sister. We want to wish her the best of luck.
Once a sister, always a sister.
Yeah, once a sister, always a sister.
And I'm I applaud her for honoring her needs.
Mm-hmm. And you have to absolutely give yourself the boundaries to support your energy going forward. And that's really working and living from your soul, what you need deeply to keep centered and balanced. And which brings me to the topic today for today's Sisters of the Mystical Tarot is about how can you tell if you're acting from your soul and not from the ego? What are the telltale signs where you catch yourself and you go, oh, am I really saying this or demanding this? And is it from my soul, or is this, what is this? Take a look at it before you go out there and put yourself on the spot. So, these are things. I just want to read this one little blurb, and this was from a Psychology Today article. And that is that ego can be viewed as the mental organ of justification. So you kind of get a grip on where this is going. And it has both cognitive and motivational functions to justify the self. Mm-hmm. So understanding the dynamics, understanding the ego can help people avoid conflicts. If you understand what is ego and what isn't, you can step out of that ego and take a step back and really review why you are saying or would react a certain way. Things that arise from the ego dynamics are usually going to cause some kind of conflict because they're not really inclusive of everyone else and not really in your best interest, as a matter of fact. Let's just say it like that. It's not unity consciousness, and it's not going to promote your connection with everyone else. So we might want to step away from that. So Marina, what do you have to share related to this ego topic, or coming from the soul, rather, in the most positive way?
Yeah, it's funny because this is kind of the main topic of the class that I've got coming up on Saturday, which is intuition or ego, and kind of how to tell the difference. Yes, the ego does like to justify anything and everything that we do. And whether it feels good or bad, it wants to be front and center. It's kind of like, the one kid in class that before the teachers finished asking the question, it's like, ooh, me. Always needs to be first, always needs to be seen, always needs to be heard. It's me. And then after we talk about me, let's talk about me. Yeah, that's
Right.
that's ego, and ego is very it's very loud. It's where your intuition whispers things to you. Ego demands your attention, and it will do whatever it can to make sure that it gets your attention. So usually, yeah, if ego is coming to me, it's a lot easier to recognize than it was years ago when I sort of gave into it. Right now I can recognize it fairly easy, and no, sit down, I got this, if I need your help I'll call you. But yeah, off you go. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny. Oh
Yeah.
my God, but so true. Oh God. So Allie, what's your experience with that? What's your take on it?
Well, it was very interesting because I was looking up how to get rid of ego, and I'll share a few of those. But one of the things that I really caught my eye was how to notice spiritual ego. And I can give you a very prime example of somebody that has a lot of spiritual ego, and that is Teal Swan. If you watched her, if you watched her documentary, she wouldn't have people. They couldn't go home. They couldn't do anything. They had to be with her. They had to do what she wanted. It's becoming like a messiah, or thinking that you're better than somebody else, or that you've come to this level where everybody else is just down there.
Right.
Really shitty. It really is.
It
But
really is.
but some ways for us to sort of center ourselves and keep ourselves present is to kill the addiction to approval, which I absolutely loved. And it's one of the things I have to work on, because it's a work in progress. We are always measured by things when we grow up and when we are doing our work or whatever. And so we think, we have to keep track of that, and we have to make sure everything is fine. Instead of seeking out praise for ourselves, praise others. And I love that.
Right. Exactly.
And it says to declare your purpose and intention every day. Right. Spend time in nature and be still and know. And that's what Marina just said with the intuition. So
right, exactly. Allie, excuse me one moment. Sharon, honey, can you just mute for a minute? Mute.
Sorry.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So ego kind of fools us into being overly identified with our bodies, our thoughts, or our emotions, and that tricks us into believing in separation. And this is what gets us caught up. If we understand that we're part of the whole, that we are part of the ocean, even though we're just a little piece of water, we are, we're not separate. And that helps keep us more grounded and more available to being humble, I guess, is the best word.
It's really true. And isn't it from that humble place that you are able to move from spirit and do amazing things that you wouldn't ordinarily see yourself doing, and growing and expanding with others. Right. Yeah, you don't keep yourself separate, because ego kind of wants us to be separate from everyone else.
Yeah, it does. It wants to divide and the other thing is, stop being offended by everything.
That is absolutely true. Oh my gosh, so true.
Yeah.
Good advice, because it's the ego that wants that gratification of acknowledgement, or that grandiose everyone to turn around and clap for you or whatever. Well, the truth is, it's not all about you.
The funny thing is that a lot of people think that, something is said, or somebody says something, and
it's about you.
Me. Yeah. It's like they didn't even have you in their mind.
They never thought a minute about you, but you took it personal and took it all the way to the bank. That's and who got pain and suffering from that? You did.
Yeah, right. Yep.
So
Absolutely.
get off that train.
Get off that
So,
train. That's right. Thank you.
thank you, Allie. So Sherry, what's your experience?
You want me to go next? Well, with Marina saying me, it made me think of Linda G, who loves to joke and say, well, that's enough about me. What do you think about me?
Exactly.
And it's the same. That's ego, is
Yes.
you want not just to talk about yourself, but you want everyone else to talk about you so you can hear about yourself.
Exactly.
And truth be told, I think if most of us could hear what people think or say about us when we couldn't hear them, we wouldn't like what was being said very much. At times, not always, but at times, because none of us are perfect. I mean, and to be able to get up and get in front of a camera and do this week after week after week does take a certain amount of ego to do that.
Well,
I mean,
I think there's a
spirit,
difference
following
between
spirit is
healthy ego and unhealthy ego.
right, right. I mean, you're following spirit because you're being called, you're being told this is what you're supposed to do. And so you follow that. But with like a lot of us, getting in front of a camera every week was terrifying. I mean, it was like, oh my God, I have to get in front of people and talk, and just, I don't mind in a group, and I can get pretty loud and boisterous sometimes, but overall, I'm more of a shy person. I tend to hug the walls at the back of the room. Yes, believe it or not, I tend to be the wall hugger, and unless somebody specifically asks me a question, I don't really get into a conversation until I get comfortable with everyone.
Mhm.
Then you can't shut me up. And that's so I flip from one extreme to the other. But a lot of it is when you're passionate about what you're doing, then that's when you want attention paid, not per se on you, but on what it is that you're trying to teach. And that's what we're all doing.
Yeah.
We're all teaching in some way, shape, or form,
When it becomes not about you, but about what you are presenting, then
Exactly.
you're coming from your soul, from your
Exactly.
authentic
And that's
self.
good
And
ego
yeah,
because
yeah,
we all require ego just to
Mhm.
get up out of bed every day.
Yeah.
And one of the things I remember in all the multitude of psych classes I took in college was trying to differentiate between good ego and bad ego,
Mhm.
what's necessary to be a normal functioning person, and what can be very detrimental and very, very harmful to yourself because you let that aspect override everything else,
Right.
And so that's one of the things that I have had difficulty with over the years, one way or the other,
Exactly.
is learning the good ego and shutting up and putting in the closet the bad ego. We don't need to hear from you anymore,
Exactly.
and that's something that I talk to spirit about every day. Help me stay focused on what it is you want me to stay focused on.
And that's beautiful. That's asking to work from your soul. And pretty much that's what you want to do every day, is to surrender your ego to your soul and ask your soul to drive your vehicle, because we all have the ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need it. But we want it to function in a healthy way, for sure. So
Exactly.
I like everything you said. And Sharon, you can unmute now. Sorry. I was trying to eliminate some background noise.
No, it's sorry. I was plugging in different plugs and stuff and trying to get my ring light to work. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you did. I was not at all.
Thank you. Okay. What's your experience with
Well, I just want to say, I was looking at what Allie said there about, okay. What did you say about? Maybe you can just say it, Allie. I can't. Oh, here we go. No. Oh, Eleanor Roosevelt said, what you think of me is none of my business.
That's right. And it's
And the one that I've known for years and have gone by is she's also said, no one can make you feel inferior without your
you
permission.
without your permission.
Exactly.
Those are two beautiful
Aren't
sayings.
they?
Yeah.
She was just full
And
of
they're
them.
powerful,
Very powerful.
super powerful, because it cuts out a lot of that false ego stuff that wants to tell us, like Shari was sharing, getting on YouTube, you feel vulnerable. It's your first time. I'm going to be judged. What are people going to think? And all this ego chatter starts.
Yeah.
And it gets loud till it calms back down and you get into a rhythm with it all.
Is my makeup enough? Is my hair fixed? Is this? Is that? Is the other? And none of it's really important. I think most of the chatters could give a real crap if we've got makeup on or not, or if our
You
hair's
just show up in your pajamas. They'd be happy.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Sharon. What else do you?
No, it's okay.
I loved what you said. Those are beautiful.
Yeah,
Whoa.
well, Allie had one, and I remember the other. I'm the one that Allie quoted. I'm going to. I've written that down.
Yeah.
Well, for coming from equal, also my Auntie Mary, who was kind of like my second mom, I'd be worried about going to parties or walking into a room. I was so self-conscious and so shy, thinking everyone was looking at me, right?
Oh gosh, yeah. There was a time.
And she said, "Honey,
nobody.
They don't care." You think all eyes and they're all thinking about you. I hate to break it to you, but they're not.
Somehow there's this teenage phase or preteen phase, especially where you are so self-conscious. You are becoming conscious of yourself and the world and how you show up. And all of a sudden you think everybody's looking at you. Everybody's talking about you. It's a very...
And to this day, I was invited to Thanksgiving dinner with these folks, and they're partiers and have fun, and they also the Thanksgiving one I just went, but any of their parties I talked myself out of it,
because you might get judged or you might not show up in the right dress.
I'm actually an introvert, and so to try to wind up in the evening when you're tired, it's hard. I have to, and finally I've done it a few times where I've not gone and then smacked myself up the side of the head. So I just do it now, and I'm fine once I get there, and
you can relax and have fun.
Exactly. But there's that fight beforehand. I'm still do it. So I'm working on it.
Yeah. And I do the same thing like that. You have to, not think about it, just act.
Just go. Just get out of your recliner and go.
Just do it.
So I was going to talk about ego sort of when I'm trying to do mediumship. How do I know what I'm getting is a true message from spirit, or is it my ego? I find if it's a message from spirit, bang, comes really fast. And I don't have to think about it. Whereas if I'm searching, as my mediumship coach says, you're searching, you're desperate, right? Trying to find something. She says, you're going mental. She says, you're going into your intellect, your ego.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, exactly. So I have to be careful about that. Also, when I'm making a decision, that would affect others, or a decision that would affect my finances or something like that. If I've made the wrong decision, I know it doesn't feel right, but I still push. I know that's ego.
Yeah, you're right about that too.
It doesn't feel right.
When
it's effortless, it feels right. It comes from the heart. That's not
comes
ego.
from the heart. You just hit on the magic thing.
Yeah.
If you feel good about it in your heart, right? If your communication comes from how whatever your heart's desire is, then you can trust it for sure.
If I'm feeling it in my heart and it's tight, like it's stress, then that's not coming from the heart. And also if it's in my power center, the third chakra, and that doesn't feel right, then I know I'm off base.
If you don't feel expanded by what you're going to communicate or do, then you better look at it again. because that's probably ego.
Exactly.
Constricting you, keeping you separate, all of that good stuff. So you ladies came up with so many great things.
Yep. The other
I mean,
thing that I've worked on,
really-
and I think I've done okay, is
Mhm.
I used to interrupt people a lot. They'd be talking.
I'm terrible at that
They,
stuff.
no, but they'd be talking to me, and I'd be
Guilty.
thinking about the next witty thing I could say or one-upmanship. And I wasn't. I would think I was always thought, I can relate to you. I'll
I
give you
just
an
think we
example.
get excited. We want to
I get
share
excited.
what
I
we
get wound
have,
up.
and we get excited. It's not ego. We're
Yeah.
going, oh yeah, and
Yeah. So I've really, I must say my ex-wife did point that out. And
Yeah.
so so I've worked on it over the years. I know I interrupted a lot when it first came onto YouTube, and now I still do it, but I don't do it as many times as I used to. So.
Well, I still have to work on that. But
I'm terrible.
no.
because being
you
old, your brain,
All a work in progress.
it's all
Well, yeah,
a work in progress.
we're all a work in progress. And yeah, that's what it is. My mind's going so fast. So now I just
But here's the thing: when you're old like
chill.
me, if you don't say it right away, it's
Wait a minute. You're just what? Are you 2 or 3 days older than me? What are you calling yourself old?
I'm just saying.
If you're calling
because
yourself old, then that means I'm old and I'm not old.
I'd have to walk around with a pen in my hand to write everything down.
Oh, I get it,
down.
Val. I get it.
I
I go
My
into
life
the other
is-
room and I'm
Yeah,
like, what am I
no.
here for?
exactly.
Well,
My
I've
life
always
My
done
life
that,
is
Ellie.
described by sticky notes everywhere,
Exactly.
especially at work.
And so now that we've covered those beautiful things, everyone came up with such brilliant things to look for to make sure you're coming from your soul and you can identify the difference between coming from ego. I want to say hi to everyone in the chat. We appreciate
Hi,
you being
girlfriend
here.
Jane.
Hi, Leah. Hey, Ness. Hello. And Teresa. Hi, Judy B. Glad to have you here. Debbie, no. Thanks for joining us. Karen Doyle. Hello. And Pierrette, as we hear each other. Hello. And let's see. Oh, here's Lori. Hi, Lori. And Barbara.
Barbara Nesper.
Nesper.
Mhm.
Cat Mama, Claudia, hello. Cheryl, your way. Hi.
Hi, Thomas.
Hello.
And Randy Gardner, hello. And let's see, Rossi. Got Rossi. And going down, I think we got Plucky Heroine. And I think that.
I don't mean to interrupt, but can you find Jane the Seeker? She's got a wonderful, she says, I was taught how to feel spirit. That comment.
Oh, we'll look at that. Okay. So
Yeah.
Debbie Joyce, hello.
Mhm.
Nice to have you here. Oh, good to see you, Micah Goddess. So glad you're here. So glad you're here. And Brenda.
Oh, hi, Brenda.
My good friend
Hi.
Brenda.
Carolyn Booker.
Hi. And Peter.
Hey, Warrior Girl. Hello.
Hey, Warrior.
And let's see, going down. Mary Thornberry.
Hi, Mary.
Ooh.
Let's see. I think I said, did I say Leah before?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Hello.
Yep.
And let's see. I'm almost at the very end. Just going through.
Ann Simpson's here.
Yes,
Back from her trip.
that's
Red
right.
here.
They're faster
Karen
than
Doyle.
Ann went. Yep. Ann Simpson.
Book Bewitched.
Oh, Book Bewitched. Patty Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Hello. Book
Mary.
Bewitched.
Randy Gardner, Miss Terrell D.
Yeah, I
Jane
got that. Jane the Seeker.
Yep.
Hello. And
Ness.
I said Ness already.
Did you?
And yep, already covered all those. And going down.
Of Red Moon.
The Red Moon. I love
Oh,
that.
hi, Dean.
Mhm.
And I think I said Debbie Joyce.
You did.
Yeah. And Mousy Girl. Hello.
Hi, Mousy Girl.
Hi, Mousy Girl.
John Loretta's here.
And yeah. Oh, Amanda Carroll.
Hi, Amanda.
Let's see. Miss Taro D is here. Hello. Loving Life Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Beautiful.
Okay, so
There was somebody else new, Maximiliano.
yeah,
there it is.
Maximiliano.
Welcome.
Hello,
Welcome.
Welcome.
And
Jamie
Jamie Johnson, hello. And let's see. Oh, I think that's it. So I didn't see. Can you tell me the time frame?
Yeah, it's 4:21, Val.
4:21. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I've got Jane the Seeker here. I was taught how to feel spirit. We brought them in, then sent them away. It was a great practice in how to feel our guides. I took mediumship from Carol Massey. So, yeah, bringing them in and feeling them, that's a really good experience to do as often as you can so you can get the feeling of what that's like. And it exercises that muscle. And the more you exercise that muscle, the more that becomes a close and very connected channel. So that's really great to know. So we've got a lot of questions to cover. And let's see if I have any members. I don't remember who's members and who's not members.
Carolyn Booker is a member of mine.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Carolyn. Okay.
And yeah.
Okay. Is it possible for my friend John to have changed on the other side? It feels like him, but very healthy and free of pain and his alcoholism. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, generally speaking, when you leave this body, you're out of everything that you signed up for to experience here, which would include the alcoholism and all that. It's not you, it's the story. So when you leave here, you leave the stories behind, or you try to, but you're in spirit, your soul self, which does not include alcoholism or any of those things. That was just something you wanted to experience in this lifetime. But yeah, let's throw some cards on it.
Yeah. I think you can pick like whatever age you want to be.
Oh, you can.
I think most people pick like 35 or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So anybody go who's ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, go, Sharon.
So I pulled a card for your friend John. Look, he got the sun. Yes, he's changed. There's that young child on the horse and this bright sun. Yeah, he's changed. He's a new guy.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Carolyn, that was just my backstory.
Right.
I'm very busy over here doing lots of other things.
Right,
I'm not my backstory anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Marina?
And I pulled the Lady of the Gift, which says generosity, receiving. So he's now in a place where the generosity is overflowing, and the receiving, the amount of love that he receives once he's on the other side is beyond our comprehension. I fully believe we can't even begin to understand that level. So yeah, he's good.
Yeah. So Marina, what you got?
I got good fortune. And it says on the bottom of this to invite magic in. So yes, absolutely. When we are here in this physical body, we have signed up to experience certain things, right? Alcoholism is one of them. Pain of whatever nature could be another. So once we have experienced that and we move to the other side, we no longer need that, right? No. We can shed that. So absolutely.
Yeah.
And just wanted to mention to Maximiliano, I actually answered back, but we don't take questions from the chat. You have to post the question before the show. So
Right.
there you go. If
There you
it doesn't get answered, you'll know why.
And Carolyn, I got Halls of Learning, which really is true. It's about great lessons and experiences, things he's doing now. He's really on to some greater awareness and enjoying that journey so much. And he loves that he can be here and there in a split second when you're in spirit form. So thank you for that question, Carolyn. I appreciate that. And so next we have, let's see if we have any other members.
Ness is a member. I
Ness
think
is a member.
Ness.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
I don't have one from Ness though.
Oh, Lalima.
Lalima. Okay, she's the first one. Okay, I've got Lalima here.
Yeah.
Spirit message for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome, Maximiliano. Ooh. I get enlightenment.
Ooh.
Okay, Lalima. So excuse me, the message with the enlightenment is pursue spiritual growth. So pay attention to what is the direction that spirit wants to take you. Listen to your inner self. Pay attention to that and go in that direction. And okay, I'm going to start to cough, so I'm going to stop there. So,
Okay. Allie, thank you, Marina. Allie.
I have raise your words, but not your voice. The
Mm.
rain grows flowers, not thunder.
Ooh.
Make peace, have empathy, and show kindness. So there you go.
Ooh. Nice.
beautiful.
Very nice. Beautiful. Shari.
I drew abundance. And it says, prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone.
Mm. Nice. Sharon.
I drew the Page of Pentacles in the World Tarot. And what I got was, you've got this. You've got this. Like, don't doubt yourself. You're strong. You've got
Very
this.
nice. Beautiful message. And I got Ancestral Realm for you, Lalima. And this is about karmic release, healing the lineage, and setting your boundaries. So that's beautiful. I think every one of us is working on that right now. For some reason, we're all clearing that up. So, okay. So then we've got any other members? I don't know. I don't see any for me, but I'll just go on. The next one is for Barbara, is asking, has my nephew Paul returned with his dad Ken on the other side? Or reunited, rather, not returned, reunited. Reunited.
I would say so. Look, he's with his tribe. It's like you can't get any more positive than that.
Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure. Marina, or
Absolutely. On an intuitive level, absolutely he has. One of the things that we have to remember is that because we are all one, when we get to the other side, we don't we don't take the baggage that we have here with us. We leave that when we cross over. So yes, he has been reunited with his dad. And the card that I got was Epiphany. And it says on the bottom, seek clarity. So, yes, I think that his dad met him on the other side, and they were, he was able to see clearly. Absolutely, he did. Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful. Shari, what you got?
I drew disengage from outcomes. I had to pull out the magnifying glass. I can't read the damn card. It says,
Crack me open.
let go so let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry or any, what does that say? Or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. So let it go. Let all that, people that you've never forgiven, forgive them and let it go, because you're the only one that hurts. They have no clue.
Mhm.
So you're the only one that suffers with that. Let it go.
Hey,
As the common saying goes, let go, let God.
yeah. Thank
So-
you. Thank you, Shari. Sharon, what you got?
It's funny. I went to one deck and the card didn't make sense at all. I mean, what I got right away is yes, yes. Paul has reunited with his dad. So I went to another deck, and so I'd say this is definitely a yes card, the Knight of Cups.
It
And I
definitely
was, I just had to pull the card. Okay, the world. This is him leaving the world, and this is reuniting with his dad.
Okay.
That's the emperor. So, yes,
Thank
definitely.
you. And for some reason, I'm not saying they played it when they were alive, but they were playing tennis. I don't know why. I was shown they're playing tennis back and forth where they're at. They're enjoying themselves. And that's what I was shown. And the card I pulled is angelic frequency, and that is about angels are here. And they have a potent connection, and you have a potent connection to them. You should also realize that you can connect with them on your own as well, Barbara. So thank you for that. And next we have Ritet. I don't know how to pronounce that, but what spiritual theme should I explore more to continue this path? Spiritual theme. Rita T. That's who that is. That's right. I know you, Rita T. Sorry about that.
Oh, read it.
My brain couldn't make RITAT work. So Rita T. Oh, I'm
I
funny.
do that all the time.
I am funny.
Well,
Go ahead.
I got the card that says, open your hands if you want to be held, reach out. I'm going to say that it's in your hands. In other words, you can pick whatever you want, whatever resonates for you, but everything is right there in your hand.
Yeah.
So the other thing is, it could be palmistry.
I have to say, I got the same kind of thing. What did you get, Marina?
I got gifted. So that totally aligns with what
Yeah.
Allie just said.
Yeah, that's
You-
really true.
You know
Mhm.
you know what you need to do next. Just have
Yeah.
faith that you're being guided in the right direction. So
Right.
whatever feels like that, whatever you're being pulled to,
Yeah.
go in that direction.
Excellent. So Shari, what did you get?
I got inner child.
Oh,
And the message on it says, the fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe.
nice.
Don't take it all so serious.
There you go. Sharon.
What have I got here? Hmm. I just have to think about this for a second. What does this mean, Spirit? Oh, okay. It just means you have control about which way you go in your life. It's about what you want. If you dig deep enough, like from your heart, and let Spirit talk to you, You'll be in control of your journey. Okay. So that's what I'm getting. But look at those eyes. Amazing.
Mhm.
And my card matches all of you all. Hall of Amenti, initiation. And what this card says is secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. So that's you uncovering your own gifts, your own treasure that lies within. Just like Ali said with the hand, you have it all in your hand. Just like Marina said, you have the gifts. And just like Shari and Sharon were saying, absolutely all of that. So
He's in your control.
that's beautiful, Rita. Thank you for the question. And then I have a Flower Beauty, and she is in another country and isn't even awake now. It's 4 a.m. So I told her we'd go ahead and read on this. If I take my merchandise to the city, I am thinking of selling my stuff. How successful will it be in the city to sell her stuff?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. I have answered that question for Flower Beauty a couple times already. So I think I'm going to spit this out.
Okay. Okay.
So I got Cupid's arrow. I'm feeling like you need to send out, if this is what you love to do, if you want to do this and you love what you're doing, that you can shoot out the arrows and be very successful with it. I think it's going to be up to you because it's a lot of work to be doing that. So, that's what I'm getting from this, because I'm not looking at it from a love aspect. I'm more looking at it from your question. Yep.
Perfect. Thank you, Allie. Shari.
I drew the Two of Pentacles. So not only is it a choice that you have to make about yourself, about selling your stuff, about how successful will it be, that decision's up to you because you're the one that's going to present it. And so it's not just making a choice, but it's balancing your truth as opposed to, again, your ego getting in the way. If it's meant to be, it will be wildly successful.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Sharon.
Okay. So I got here. Yeah, I think it's acknowledging her truth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's up to her. And it's going to take some work, a lot of work, but she's got to recognize that she can do this. I think she's in doubt, and that's why she keeps asking the question.
Trust.
It's going to take work. Yeah, trusting. You honor your truth. You already know.
So for you, Flower Beauty, I got strength. And you notice if you look at this card, she's balancing a big, huge, it's like balancing the earth up there. She's practically standing on one leg trying to do everything. So you have to make the determination how this is going to work in your life and that you're going to do this. The card is named Strength. You have the power to be able to manifest all this and make it all work, but you have to be on board with it 100%. And that means that you don't need to go ask someone about it. It means you can stand in your power and go do it. Stop talking, go do it. That is being in your power. So I hope that's not too harsh, but Flower Beauty, go for it. If you're really resonating with that inside of yourself as something you want to pull forward, do it. Just do it. Okay. That makes any sense. Okay.
Like Nike, just do
like
it.
Nike,
Just do it.
just do it. So Leah is asking, Thank you, ladies. May I ask if my grandson Theo, 7 years old, have we been family in another lifetime and in any capacity? Bless you all.
I heard yes right away.
Yeah.
Mm.
I heard yes.
Yep. Yeah, Leah, he was your mother in another lifetime. And the reason that I say that is he is very nurturing towards you. He is very very motherly towards you. So that's part of his remembrance from the past life. And prayers. You have been thinking about this. You have been praying about this. You have been asking about this. You may not have verbalized it quite as much until now, but yes, absolutely. He was your mother in a past lifetime, and I think you were. I'm getting that you were male in that lifetime, so the roles were a little reversed. Yeah,
I get the same thing, and I pulled a card that has a woman on it, and I think it's the mother figure. It looks almost though it's a Japanese lifetime, and it says acts of love and self-preservation. So there was some very close bond between you, and yes, he was your mother, I think. Yep.
Sherry.
I pulled deer spirit. Now that's not the male deer that's showing here. That's the female deer.
The doe.
It's the mother energy. And it says bring a gentle touch. I think at one time you were animal family, whether it was deers or another species of animal. I see y'all as being together in a previous life where you were animals, but you were family, mother and child together. Really strong. Yeah.
Okay, Sharon, what did you get?
I got definitely. I mean, there's another lifetime where Theo was your father and you were the son. I mean, this is a very close bond. It says simply love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm choking.
I can do the Heimlich maneuver.
Bend over,
I'm
girl.
choking on nothing though. But anyway,
I've done that before.
It's
Yeah.
So the first thing that came to me, Leah, is that either he was your papa or you were his papa. It was one of those other things, and that there was a quick, close bond. You were both male. I got that right away. And when I pulled a card, I got Ride the Wave, and you notice the two dolphins are together. And there you are together, riding this wave together. So there's a lot of, I feel like in this lifetime, you're a mentor to him, showing him the way and the spiritual side of life and everything. So that's a beautiful sharing that you have together. Yeah, very close bond.
And so I keep hearing on the mother and child reunion.
Yeah, there
it's
you
only
go.
Emotion.
You've crossed those roles back and forth to each other. You have a good understanding of each other, good compassion, good everything. So yeah, totally. You have missions to accomplish together. So user, I think this is this is Lori.
Lori, yeah.
Explain the Atman message. I like to say Atman, been corrected. Atman message on, this is channeling that I did on Next Level Channeling regarding gateway to our soul self, the alignment with divine source. Lori, I sat down in meditation and I was minding my P's and Q's, and I want you to know that a 2-page message came in for you regarding this. So I'm not going to answer it here. I will put it on my channel, Next Level Channeling, and you can listen to the video, and it'll benefit everyone there. But just so we all are on the same page, the Atman or Atman, like I like to say it, is about the spiritual principle of the universe, a person's soul, also inherent in the real self of the individual, the universal self, the external core of personality, the true self. So that is what she's talking about, and that's what the message relates to throughout now and the end of the year. This is happening for people. This is coming in. This big soul connection is happening for everyone. But you can tune in if you want to hear more about the message later. So, yeah, Laurie, thank you for that. And one last one. Sorry about this name. I totally get this name, but
I love it.
They're saying
That's great.
Yeah, that's great. Seeing my doc, victim advocate, will I conquer my goal and change for the better for future generations? Which is a good question.
If that is your intent, if that is your intention and you have put it out, yes, you will. And I get caretaker. Don't forget, as you are doing this work, don't forget to take care of yourself as well. Forgive yourself as well. While you are changing future generations, know that this change is going to affect you as well. That it's funny, but that the main message is, don't forget to take care of yourself. So yes.
And so I got, what is planted in your soul will sprout. Plant seeds, your work is rewarded. So absolutely, it will come to fruition. And just know that you will also heal back generations. You'll heal ancestors as well. It's a good deal.
Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. Shari.
Oh, the Dragon's Duel. And what this talks about is a sense of morality, an inner conflict that we all feel at different times. Sometimes we feel it all the time. But it's a conscious choice that you make. When you accept that conscious choice, then it's going to lead you in the right direction. Let spirit control it.
Nice, nice. Sharon.
I've got, yes, you will rebuild.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That's a beautiful card.
Isn't that a beautiful card?
It is.
Look at the light in her hands.
Yeah.
So, yes, you're going to conquer this goal.
Very nice. Very nice. And I got Field of Dreams for you. So that just reminds me, build it and they will come.
Exactly.
So there you are, sitting there. There's a bunch of fairies out there that are going to help you. And you can manifest, just like Marina said, what your intent is will be the outcome. So make sure you're in alignment with everything and bring it forward, because it will manifest. That's beautiful. And actually, that is our last question.
Wonderful.
And so we've done it all in one night. No, that's from, wait a minute. That's the wrong thing. That's from Christmas Carol. The spirit did it all in one night. So I just want to thank everyone for joining us. We really enjoy having you here, and having you in.
Did Ness have a question? She says she had a question.
She had one? Really?
I
didn't see.
I didn't have you on. Did you put it on mine? Because I checked mine and all I had was Carolyn.
Yeah, I checked mine just before
I
came
never
on,
had
and I didn't have
Nest on mine, so
Okay, Nest is one of mine.
Well,
yeah.
And oh,
Marina.
you know what, Ness? I answered that to you directly. If you were talking about the dream and the bee, I answered that for you. It was a little too long to try to post in here. It was a little too much information. So I did, and like as I say, I answered it as soon as I received it yesterday. So, and I'm going to try to remember in case you ladies wanted to pull any cards on it. But she just had a very profound sort of connection through a PTSD session. Okay, there you go. She just posted it.
Okay.
So,
Oh, wow.
Interdimensional. It's two. It's like any guidance on the interdimensional beings that showed up during my PTSD psychedelic treatment last Friday with the metallic sequins, glitter, and rainbow feeling. It felt like an equal negotiating.
Yeah.
And let me put this next part up.
Yeah.
And I also felt like I was going to converse with them more regularly outside of psychedelics. Now, outside of the treatment, I am not certain. So back up to what they were if they were interdimensional. Let's put this back up. Interdimensional beings that showed up.
So I just intuitively, I've read a book called I Feel Love, and it's about using psychedelics.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really wonderful because what it does is it takes the doubt and everything right away, and you're able to start seeing these things. And I would say you should be able to see these things outside the psychedelics. But if you do it again and you see them, make sure you tell them to come to you, either through a dream or a vision. But it's like one of the ways you can sort of work your way into that experience.
Right. Good answer. Yeah, definitely. Anyone else have something for Ness?
Yeah, I've got, she will be working with them, and you're going to be working through your darkest fears with them.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the different phases of the moon here. So, it's definitely,
shadow.
Other beings. Yeah, exactly. Working on your shadow, your darkest fears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and along with that, I got inner earth, which is base chakra. Yeah. And that's your, fight or flight, fear and security, strength, laying foundations. So I also pulled the compass. So if you do, like Allie is mentioning, outside of psychedelics, go ahead and converse, have conversations and meditation, or just talk to them outright. And it keeps open to hear and see what comes to you in vision and thought voices. You'll probably have something show up. So that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because when you take psychedelics, it opens that doorway up so that's open. And it doesn't close back down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've had it open under the influence of marijuana. I think I've told you about this. I haven't had much experience with it, but when I had it once, oh boy, I had two incredible. Like, who needs LSD? That's all I can say.
Yeah, you can be open to very different things. Yeah.
Exactly. Could I ask a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
Last night, I saw through my skylight in my bedroom. I saw a very bright star. I mean, usually I can see Venus, but this was so big and so bright. I'm wondering if it was something else.
Are you sure it wasn't a planet? Because sometimes
it was so bright. It was so bright, like light. Yeah. Usually you get a color. Well, I don't know.
Sometimes when the planets are in a certain position, they do seem a lot brighter
Oh, okay.
And larger.
But it could have been something else. I mean, really, it could have been a UFO or something. Yeah.
I'm wondering if you got any feeling about it.
Aerial
UAP
device. Yeah.
Well,
it was probably a planet.
Yeah, I think it feels dense. It feels heavy. So I'm thinking, Allie's right. It was probably a planet, a reflection of a planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it
so
didn't feel like it was moving. It felt like it was right there.
Well, no, it wasn't. It wasn't moving. I didn't think if it was a ship. I didn't think it was. I think it was just there, just orbiting.
Well, truth time, I've done psychedelics.
I haven't.
Oh,
But Sharon, ship happens.
Yes.
There you go.
Well,
I want to thank everyone for joining us here today. I know you had other choices and other places you could be, so we totally appreciate you being here with us for Sisters of the Mystical Tarot, and we adore you all. And don't forget to like and subscribe to everybody's channels, leave a comment because it helps with the algorithms, and also you can join a lot of these beautiful ladies' channels, and they also give classes, they give readings. Look these things up on their channels and find the information. And don't forget about any of that great stuff that you have available at your very fingertips. And we'll see you. And next week,
minimal cost.
Allie, I believe it's Allie, Heart and Soul Connected, who is hosting.
We're going to talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness.
That's a good topic. Good topic. So thank you all so much for being here. We'll see you on